Did somebody say more China? No? Well, I said it. Welcome to another video on this channel. Today I will be playing as Liangguang. I know, finally something new. And with them I shall try and empower Tan Pingshan and his anarchists. So let's head in. Alright, Liangguang, you know the spiel by now. We have a divided Liangguang internally with different factions. You have KMT remnants, you have federalists, you have regionalists. And yeah, we are under league control, but not for long, as someone's gonna soon kick the bucket. And yeah, then we're gonna have all the issues that are currently just, you know, kinda there, kinda not there, boil up all at once. Civil war, and yeah. Today we are gonna do the LKMT path, so the LKMT puppet path. For that, what is important is to help out the left Kuomintang, or else we're not gonna play the left Kuomintang path, because that's just not gonna work. But yeah, let's immediately get in there. There's not much to do here at the start, which is lovely. And yeah, we're just gonna increase the Kuomintang support everywhere. And now Jing hegemony shatters. They're in a civil war. We are, of course, gonna send them our only good division that we have. Now with, you know, Sun Fang's control here, or like the league's control here, like collapsing, and Jing hegemony collapsing. There's a turning point in Guangzhou as Li Songren is invading from here. Chen Mingshu is invading from there, and we have some tensions in the Guangzhou assembly, what to do, and you know, they're bickering the entire time, and with them being distracted, Zhejiang, who is in the Guangdong army, seizes this chance to orchestrate an armed putsch, seizing Guangzhou for himself. Now there's a civil war, every faction against every faction, and we're mainly gonna try and take basically stuff that's, you know, flip it, make everything blue. And yeah, with this we immediately, easily, you know, destroyed them completely. Same as with the regionalists, you can also kind of see who controls what here, basically, with the, you know, left Kuomintang in Shaoguan mainly, since their army is not really that big. Anyway, now the Kuomintang has once again established himself in Liangguang, in Guangzhou, as it was all these years beforehand. Right now we are led by Chen Jitang in Guangdong. Li Songren is in control of Guangxi, and Chen Jitang doesn't fully control Guangdong, as Chen Mingshu is sitting in Shaoguan with his new 4th army. Anyway, first let's try and reestablish our army a bit. I'm thinking maybe to go into some militias today. Why not? You know, I'm not always gonna annoy you with irregulars, basically. Anyway, I lost my volunteers I just saw, so let's send some new volunteers, I guess. Alright, and after doing the army things, let's get over here and fix some of the other issues and empowering basically the left side, as we, you know, need a bit of left-wing support to do a coup here. Right now, we're not missing that much, so yeah, it shouldn't take too long. We need to wait for the LKMT to win anyway. Alright, let's also start some recovery things now. Alright, the Mingan zone has won. Now just gonna wait for them to proclaim a government. And for the industry, or like for the recovery, I'm just gonna focus on the industrial stabilization, day removing focuses here, because that's like for me most important thing. I don't really care when this finishes. But yeah, we're gonna do this because we're not really gonna expand much, so getting rid of this is not really gonna happen soon, except if the LKMT just speedruns killing the Qing. But I think this only gets removed once Japan fights, if I remember correctly, so once Japan comes, so we're gonna keep this for a while, basically. Compared to normal KMT here. If we play RKMT conquer things, I would honestly not recommend doing anything over here, because they can get rid of that the fastest, since all they need is either like Wuhan or Nanjing to get to their next phase, which compared to the others that need Beijing, it's not gonna take a while. You can easily destroy like these guys once they're done with their war, and if you get some allies here, that's even better. Speaking of, we got some allies here. Now that I think about it, it might have been smarter to not empower the KMTs over here, but yeah, I don't think, apparently, which... not great. Why am I holding this? This does not matter at all. Anyway, let's start training some militia. Actually, no. Let's don't train some militia. I'm not gonna use this template. Simply put, since it's kind of limited, and once we are kind of done with our special... Actually, well, Never mind. We can't really get rid of this. We would need something like, you know, Wuhan and stuff like that. We can't occupy that because, first of all, we will be a subject. Second of all, never mind. It's gonna take a bit until we actually unlock the template for free. And the like thing is, when we unlock this stuff, we don't even unlock this like complete, you know, not having a limit. If this would be unlocked without a limit, great. But since not, so we're gonna have to convert all the infantry. But yeah, whatever. Okay, the coup happens automatically anyway. Ali has to submit. So yeah, now we are a puppet. And yeah, let's fix the country a bit more and just build up basically. That's literally all we're gonna do now. Nothing else to do while we wait. And we're gonna boost totalism in the KMT, or like radicalism basically, so that they have their civil war thing, which is great because that means multiple of these losers, you know, have a chance to revolt. And we're gonna go with the syndicalist guy since that's kind of more unique. So let's boost syndicalism as much as possible before they seize Beijing and stuff like that. It's kind of what we have to do basically. We can increase economic mobilization to get some more things here. Yeah, more. If you have not seen my cursor until now, by the way, I forgot that my cursor was not getting recorded. I had to record something else. Yeah, that's the reason. So yeah, now it's back. Doctrine of course is gonna be militias if we're gonna use them, you know. Might as well do that also then. Guerrilla war could be helpful, but like I feel like Grand Assault is better. I think army buffs do apply to militia, right? It's like armies, like everyone, every division, every battalion. So we're of course gonna get that one and the rest over here. Now we can focus on fixing our outdated army. Alright, our overlords have declared on the Qing. I'm not really gonna help since kinda wanna, you know, get some of my things here done first before involving myself up there. Yeah, we could try and snatch some territory in a peace. For army, by the way, I'm using my like main division template I got through here from my favorite focus tier, and other than that have like some militia going around here. Yeah, I involved myself when Feng Tian decided to do this, involve himself, and yeah, I tried taking some stuff. I got 400 at least, so that's great. So I can actually advance our military tree, I think, or was it 3? I hope it was 2. If it was 3, then whatever. But yeah, we can try and get Sichuan maybe. I fought them hard over here, probably because it's a core of theirs. So the AI is gonna like try and prioritize for getting that one. Couldn't take much else, sadly. Maybe I could have maybe taken more, but. Maybe we can also snatch, like, Shanxi. Alright, something interesting, actually. The Yunnan clique actually did not submit. They declared war. So, maybe we ignore these losers up there. Actually, they don't really... Yeah, they should actually be about to get destroyed. Whatever. Can I get Bill Access? Hang, fine. I'm gonna join that. This is more important for me, to be honest, than Shanxi up there. Alright, Japan has declared war, and shouldn't matter too much. I will not really focus on anything up there in the north. I was thinking maybe Chongqing, you know, maybe Sichuan is gonna do something while we're fighting, but they didn't, so everything fine with them, I guess. We can't really trade by sea now anymore, so let's close all these sea tiles. And yeah, all my 3 divisions are just gonna go on the legation ports, since, you know, they're gonna fall soon. So we wanna destroy as many Japanese divisions then as possible, and also make them not have any landings. After that, I'm just gonna defend ports and ignore the fight in the north, which probably is gonna work. But yeah, I did manage to snag Yunnan, so mine. I also got the entirety of Shanxi, and yeah, last army reform for that. So then we have the org debuff stuff back gone, and yeah, let's see how this war goes. All right, and I also could do this focus with Wuhan, so that's great because then we can get all the way down there, which enables militia, so we're not forced to, you know, spend resources on increasing the template and also increasing the numbers we're allowed to have, which is pretty annoying. So I want to get rid of that immediately and just spam out as much militias as I basically can then. Alright, legation port secured. Now I'm mainly just gonna, you know, be on Coast Guard, and yeah. Alright, a bit of problems that we had. LKMT is complete garbage and cannot hold the front line. Second problem was Japan funneling all their troops into here instead of doing more naval invasions. They barely did any. But anyway, after me intervening here and destroying like just a few divisions, you know, looking a bit better. Also, we unlocked our regulars. Now I need more divisions, bro. I barely trained one. That's the third problem we had here. Me just not having that much divisions, and also my divisions kind of being, you know, this garbage. I'm placing something else in here. But yeah, let's let's upgrade our divisions to this now. All of them. Actually, let's make it bigger. We have like problems with the division limits, so I'm just gonna spam a lot of these in here now because I have so much infantry equipment and gotta use that. Okay, I gotta use that, man. Well, with Beijing falling, problems have arisen in Liangguang. Guangxi, under Li Zhongren, has fallen into a civil war with revolts all over the place. Chen Mingshu was ordered by the central government to intervene, and so he moved with the majority of his 4th army into Guangxi. While Chen Mingshu is away on expedition, Tan Pingshan is in charge in Guangzhou. However, with Chen Mingshu's indecisiveness with the Guangxi issue, many have called for Tan Pingshan to oust Chen Mingshu, and so he declares the Canton Commune. Chen Mingshu has finally seized Nanning, and his ranks were swelled by the disintegrating 7th army of Li Zhongren. Speaking of Li Zhongren, he and Bai Zongxi have offered their help. However, Chen Mingshu has decided that he does not need them. He can easily deal with the issues in Guangdong by himself. And so Tan Pingshan has secured his grip over Liangguang. Tan has quickly dealt with his rival Peng Pai, who tried to rise up. However, Tan Pingshan has quickly seized the major cities with his militia, and the 4th army, pretty much demoralized, began defecting in droves. And so it was Tan Pingshan who was the last man standing in Guangzhou, and the central government was fine with that and recognized him as governor of Guangdong. What is a revolutionary but a traitor that wins? And now we are syndicalist. And in our next phase. And did they change that? Or like, yeah, did they change it that you actually keep that now if you finish that completely? That's cool. So now it's not as actually, never mind, this thing is still there. Never mind, disbandment conference. Watch it disappear now or something like that. No, I'm not disbanding. Actually, do you keep that still? Oh, should it changed, or am I just dumb? I've never really played the Syndicalist path, to be honest. I think that's my 2nd time doing this. But like the first time was, let's just say, a bit ago. So I don't know anymore, really. But yeah, we're about to win against oh my god, I lost my field marshal. But yeah, we're about to destroy Japan. Speaking of about to destroy Japan, I was a bit busy with the event reading that I forgot that my things are already ready. So let's seize Taiwan. Let's seize Taiwan. And I didn't record it, but they had 1 billion stacks on the ports. So my paratroopers got destroyed. And they're not my weak paratroopers, by the way. But they just had like 8 divisions in Taipei, 7 divisions over there for some reason. It's the first time they actually have divisions in Taiwan, to be honest. I still have some time, so it doesn't matter too much. Does not matter too much. Finally, I get political power after, you know, destroying every political power gain I had by powering the side that was not in charge. But yeah, god damn it. God damn it, man. Alright, 2nd time's the charm. I think this time they don't have anything here, do they? Everything just to destroy my really well-trained paratroopers for once. Wow. Annoying, but yeah. Alright, there they go. I might try and snag a few states here there. Why not? Why not? You know, why not? Do they have to have Beijing? Do they have to have Beijing? I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it to them, I guess. Yeah, the rest I'm just gonna don't care about the rest, really. Venice? What? Can I? Like their navy? I don't know, man. Anyway, we have to destroy Sichuan before we can get China unified, right? LKMT? Probably. Alright, our army is completely fixed now. That's good. Never done this, by the way, up there, which I don't really care about that stuff, so yeah, don't need that. Unnecessary. And now we're gonna move our army over there. Yep, that's no gone. I don't think any border really has been. I have mill access. Let me go on support. Why is this game like genuine? I literally can't. Why can I not, man? Why can I not? Honestly, I don't really need this stuff. I'm just gonna see it. Finally, man. Yeah, what a war, man. Oh my god, so hard. Jesus. Wow. Ignore the focus I just did. Shh. It's a surprise roulette will help us, like. Yeah, what a war. Truly a war of all time. So now our borders are a bit nicer, since now it's, you know, not, you know, sponged all over the place. Now all we gotta do is wait for them to descend into civil war because, you know, big problems due to radicalism. I love radicalism. I love radicalism. Anyway, they're not as annoying as fucking Geely, bro. So this shouldn't take long. Being an LKMT puppet is the most fun, in my opinion, since all I have to do is just get any focus spot, the ones that, you know, to get down there. You know, you have some issues here. They want Congress, hello. But yeah, once they're Congress stuff, whatever, you boost like radicalism, they just, yeah, easy, pretty easy. Alright, they're starting their Congress now, and, you know, probably civil war. I don't know how much buffed one side here is, to be honest. We're not gonna align with either. We're gonna rebel. I pushed out some more divisions, not really trained, but doesn't matter too much. And yeah, should not be all too hard, in my opinion. We're a bit over our division limit, but like this does barely anything. Yeah, and we can actually reopen this now. I think the paratroopers did move, right? Yeah, I turned on yellow, so it's fine. And yeah. Could also have an air force, since I did build some fighters, close air support. So why don't we like put these in here and train them? Should actually put these guys away from there. And yeah, can we send force in charge? So radicalism was high enough for them to revolt. So yeah, Kuomintang Civil War, there it is. There it is. I think they're gonna stay loyal. Doesn't matter too much. I should actually declare war. Yeah, okay, they stayed loyal, kinda-ish. So let's try and rush down to their, you know, major city things here. And they're gonna next, right? And yeah, I don't even need to do anything here, man. Yeah. Bye-bye, legitimate government of China. I am the legitimate government of China. So I gotta form a government first. Oh, man. Yeah, just this focus, and that should be it. I forgot that Korea is a thing. But they shouldn't have too many troops, so that does not at all. Yeah, literally nothing on the border here, so yeah. Why can't they just cap with their overlord, man? Is it that hard? Oh god, Russia's dying. Alright, with this we now have proclaimed the government. The rest here is kinda, yeah, whatever. I like how for the easier uprising you get a special branch that can boost you, while for something like uprising against the Geely you get nothing. Did I not proclaim a government with this now? Yeah, with leadership now. You serious right now, bro? Oh my god, bro. Ah, never mind, okay. Now. See, I did not need to waste political power. Boom. Proclamation of the People's Commune of China. Interesting. Now this is the true Red China, finally. Before that, we had like the closest thing to like completely left-wing China. Like Syndicalist was, I think, Song Jingling and like getting the CSP, Cooperative for Elders, whatever thing. It's like the closest thing we kinda got to that. And now we have an actual Syndicalist path. It's almost 1944 and I'm finally getting to the juicy things. I took a bit because the LKMT had massive skill issue in the Japan War, but yeah, and I had massive skill issue in actually pumping out divisions. But that should not be a problem at all now. And yeah, this is the 3 pairs we get at the end. So the middle one is probably our thing, yeah. Then we have the Chen Ming-Shu one, which, what the hell does this guy even do? Just some left-wing republic, I guess, yeah. And also agrarian things, which I have no idea what this guy's about, so yeah. Anyway, taking on the Chinese socialist mantle. Socialist realist, Western Hills, interesting. Okay, did they actually add something now if you complete this? Because that's actually cool, because now it's completely useless to get all the way down there. Okay, never mind. Fix your game. Why is it removed? Or like in this case, mod, not game, to be honest. Alright, after crushing the Chinese Syndicalist Party and Kuomintang, we will now go down a third way away from these losers and form the Chinese Revolutionary Party. Yes. Yet again, I am striked with I go something left wing, the Syndicalists lose. Every flippin' time, man. Oh wait, I have one friend. Oh god, I did war with everyone. Let's hope they survived. Wait, they submitted? Crazy. But I'm Syndicalist. What? Anyway, I'm justifying on Mongolia since I think they're gonna get protected by a certain someone. Oh, they're war with Japan. Never mind, I don't think they would protect them then, but still. I will like fight them anyway, so like what's the purpose of demanding their submission? I don't. We can get some guys back now, and we are like deciding either we get some stuff from the Provisional Action Committee, some stuff from the Organized Comrades Association, or the CRS, definitely not these losers. I'm gonna get some from the RCA, since they are the only ones that also boost Syndicalism. So I feel like they're like the best chumps we can have here. And for some generals, we're again gonna get some from the reorganization comrades. Alright, let's get Mongolia and Tibet back at the same time. Well, now we can expand revolutionary culture, since Tan Pingshan views the traditional Chinese culture as being, you know, the main culprit in all these revolutions completely failing. Yeah, I'm a bit confused. Taking this focus will present us with more trade and autarky decisions in the Kuomintang National Republic. I see. So we're gonna do this. I was hoping to kinda get to close the economy, because I have this bug where one trade lawyer disappeared, and that's exactly the trade law I kinda wanna have here, because I don't wanna be on export focus with like one other syndicalist nation. Oh god, I can never, with no syndicalist nation around. Oh my god, we can get Deng Xiaoping for this. Alright, I'm not gonna go Reign of Terror. I already see the interest in that right now. So we're gonna empower the Council of Public Security and follow the footsteps of Kautsky. Well, and now a true Chinese revolution. Ultimately, the revolutions of our forebears were not true to their hearts. Xinhai brought the corrupt kleptocracy of Beiyang. The first Kuomintang National Revolution resulted in a failed northern expedition, and the second attempt by the Central Committee resulted in a disastrous civil war. However, through the glorious mind of Tan Pingshan, the nation shall behold a true Chinese revolution. And now, the third way ascendant. Yeah, I will end it here. It's already enough for me, and I'm tired with this game. I'm also kind of recording this a bit on short notice and stuff like that, because the actual thing I planned for this week didn't quite work out as I had hoped. So I had to think fast and thought maybe I do a syndicalist run that could be fast, since, you know, I don't have to think much for this one compared to the actual thing I wanted to do. But yeah, syndicalist from, you know, nothing in Liangguang to boom, big power here in Asia now. Great. Yeah, used militia now for the first time, because why not? I didn't really edit much on the template, did I? Yeah, speaking of, I never researched any support equipment things, did I? Okay. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. And if so, why don't you leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And well, see you guys next time. Wednesday is gonna be April 1st, so expect a video on that on there. And yeah, bye bye.